So you have.
Okay.
What is your dexterity first of all?
My dexterity is 11. I rolled 12. No, 13.
Okay, wait just a moment. Okay.
Dexterity is 12, but I rolled 13.
I want to know your dexterity, and that's all I want to know right now. So you have a
12.
Okay. And so ordinarily you have an 11 or less to hit him, but he was doing a move through, which is -4 for him. Okay? So that is actually your 11 against his 7. So that means that you actually have a 15 or less to hit.
Yeah.
Now you have to go solid to do it. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
That's no problem.
Okay.
So you drop the D solid. You don't have to spend endurance. You've dropped it. And now you're going to grab him with your claw. And this is very cool because you have successfully grabbed him with your claw. It's pretty easy to imagine why. He is obviously a very skilled fighter, but on the other hand, this was a very unsubtle move that he did that landed you both, half in and half out of reality and phasing in and out of each other and that kind of thing. And so
his ego is quite easy to reach from.
Right. Yes, so you can just put your claw right on his helmet, on his face, right? By the way, the face is very cadaverous and gray, like a zombie-like. It's not like it's still a person with expressions and it moves, but it's very wasted and gray, and the eyes are like glowing pits of gray cloud. And you can see the pupils enough so that you can see where he's looking, because that's scary, but they are flaming or boiling pits of gray cloud.
Unhealthy. And really, there's a lot of ego here. I see.
What have you done? What is your roll to your damage?
So now what I look at now is weaken ego, and I have 4d6 in that one. Yeah.
Unless, of course, you want to push.
I think I want to push, actually. So
you've got the endurance for it, yes. So tell me, how many more dice do you want?
Because this is a core roll, so I'm looking for 6s and stuff like that, right? Yes. So I at least want double the amount. So I want 8 dice instead of 4.
Okay. Now, so that means I want to double check something. First of all, it's 8 endurance for your weakened ego in the first place, correct? The base?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to, let's take that off right away. And then for the push, it's going to be per 5 active points of increased effect. So what that means is that you are going to that's going to be 8 die-6 of endurance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now roll your 8 dice of effects.
Wait, I have to help my daughter to get rid of her dress. No, right? Roll 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yes, and we have 2 6s. What do I do with the ones?
At the moment, the ones are zeros.
So and 6s are 2. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then.
Wow, 9. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's for now. You are going to spend 22 more endurance to do that.
All right. Now I have to start really counting.
Now you feel it. Guys, he just threw an immense amount of endurance into that claw grab. What kind of artist is going to lose this opportunity, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this artist is going to go crazy. We get to see the claw. I mean, with Kirby circles and everything are just going to go crazy off of this, right? So,
because I have with 22, I have reached more than my endurance.
Okay.
So I've kind of.
How many more? How many more endurance? What's your overflow?
It's actually 5.
5 below overflow, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lose 13 knockout.
That's okay.
Right. But you have...
I have 26.
You have 26.
I already have 6.
Right.
I have 26, but I've already lost 6.
Right. So now...
I'm... So now I'm...
30, right.
Yeah, so I'm up to 19.
Wait. That's not correct.
I've lost 19.
You've lost 19, and that means you have 7 left.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep in mind, you have almost completely knocked yourself out with this move. You know, one good solid punch and you're going down, is all I have to say. So, but you have drained 9 ego off of this guy. Intelligence and ego may be used normally at 6 or above, below which the target becomes confused or demotivated. So you have completely disoriented this person. They are completely...
He doesn't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, they're completely demotivated.
He just wants to go home.
Just it's bizarre to him. Something is... He doesn't know who you are anymore, or why he is here, or who is that big guy over there, and just completely lost his way. Okay?
His ego is untangled. So
and actually, this is very, very hard for this character. Let me look at his psychological situations here, because that's not small. Barely affect physical objects. Partly always okay. Virulent Cold War hatred is east. 619. Side effects. Okay. Right. Well, there's no specific psychology that this hits, but this orientation is very terrifying to him in some ways, and so he's going to be screaming. Okay. So he does not have a psychological situation where he would be irrational or melted down, but he certainly doesn't like it. Okay.
Yep. You can see a small. I'm turning the speakers inside my helmet off.
Now,
and my claw is still grabbing him.
Yes. Now I want
that's the end of my stuff.
Yes, it is. And so now we move to 2, and his situation is such. Psychological awareness, right? Right, there it is. Oh, okay. Right. The teleport vortex is going to manifest. I mean, it never quite stopped, but now it's going to just manifest and swirl and swirl and swirl. And unless you want to get swept up in it, I need you to react. So you would have to give up your next move and either go desolid or use some kind of just use a dexterity roll to get away from this thing before it eats you.
Before it snaps shut.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what does... This is quite important. Is it taking him with him?
Yes, it is.
Taking it.
Yes, it is.
I don't want that. The purpose of ripping his ego apart was that much easier to look inside of him with my awareness.
Yes, I know this, but here's my point. You have a big decision to make. You have a big decision to make. This thing is activating. It is his move. Yeah. This thing is activating because it's sort of going to happen based on what I have here. The question is, what do you do?
I have to ask questions because what I want to do is to get something with me, to take like I want to. I mean, I'm just weakening him now. That kind of that's just a meaningless power move from my perspective. I want something to bring with me to my that gives me knowledge or something more like that.
Right.
So I'm basically willing to go in.
Let me explain. This is a reaction right now. Okay? I'm giving you the opportunity to react. And your choices are only defensive. Do you want to get caught by this thing or not? You do not get to go again until phase 3. Right now we are in phase 2.
Yeah.
So I am
I
giving
don't
you a
want to
defensive option.
in this.
It's
In this, I don't want to get caught, so I will basically. But that means that I will go even more below my
be solid or dexterity.
Dexterity roll.
If it's a dexterity roll and you fail, you're getting snapped up.
Yeah.
So
snapped up means like dragged with him into the.
Then you can continue to cuddle.
That's right.
On the other side, wherever that is. Yeah.
I mean, that's nice. I think a dexterity roll is.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
Yeah. So
I wanted him to knock himself out.
So I have dexterity 12, so I have to roll 11 or lower, right?
Correct.
And I don't. This is 11, 12, 13, 14.
Excellent. Let's pay more attention. You had to use strength to move, so I want you to roll. I'm going to roll for every 2 endurance, which will be 2 endurance. Oh, you only take 1 more knockout. Okay, so you're not knocked out. But you do get swept away as the vortex closes.
Swept away means that I go with
disappear.
him.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Exciting.
And so then.
Yes.
And so, Havsmannen, you are there.
Oh, yeah.
And you have your action on 6. But, oh, wait, no, sorry. This is your action on 2, right?
Yeah.
And you also have a terrified teenager who has not been able to go yet.
Okay.
What shall you do?
I will probably resume a more regular size.
Okay, good.
This feels like it's de-escalating at this point. And I want to try to connect with this kid. And this is not the best shape for it.
Right.
Right.
Growth
so that's what
or
I'm
its
going to do.
Reversal requires endurance for the appropriate shift at each instance of use. So therefore, you are going to spend 6 endurance to return. And so you will return to your ordinary size. And what will you do? Will you talk to Sandir, or what will you talk to the barely conscious individual in the wreckage? What do you want to do?
That's a good question. Oh, I'm going to focus on the kid, I think.
Okay.
And I want to try to. So I basically tell him, come with me if you want to live, or
please say something else.
Yeah. I'm going to say, let's go. It's not safe here.
And he will say in heavily accented Swedish. He will say to you that that the La Flecha Dorada, which is in Spanish, but is he is killing me. They are killing kids. They make us swallow cocaine in rubber. And he even says condom.
Yes.
He knows what a condom is. And he says they're killing us. They are making us do this. Help us.